Ron DeSantis exposed for connections to registered offender. Ron DeSantis is being exposed all over social media after his past ties to a registered offender were recently revealed to the public, and this news has the industry shook. Ron DeSantis, the current governor of Florida, is currently under the spotlight for the wrong reason and is making headlines like crazy. Of course, Ron is a very controversial figure, so when anything pops up under his name, it goes crazy. But this is a whole new level of crazy. Ron is being exposed for having personal ties with a man that is a registered offender. And the worst part is the man was Ron's ex-spokesperson in 2020, not too long ago. Ron was spending time with this guy regularly, and now the dark truth is finally being revealed. People are starting to connect the dots, and it's causing a ton of suspicion. Now that the dark truth is out, Ron is trending for the wrong reasons, and this has caught the attention of many big names in the industry. I'm sure you can imagine that Ron is receiving heat for this like no other. There's obviously a lot to get into with all that's going on in the industry and all of the celeb reactions to Ron DeSantis being put on the spot. But today, we'll mainly be sticking to Ron DeSantis exposed for connections to a registered offender, because this is the talk of the town. Nobody expected Ron to do this. Like I said, there's a lot to get into, so be sure to stick around and watch until the end as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for stopping by today and visiting us at The Woke Pot. We post daily woke celebrity updates and news that you really should know about if you're a fan. For more content, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment keyword DeSantis to enter our giveaway. One lucky viewer will be picked. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Ron DeSantis exposed for connections to a registered offender. Alright, buckle up because this story has more twists than a political thriller on Netflix. Ron DeSantis, the Florida governor who built his brand on being tough on crime, is now catching major heat because his former spokesman turned out to be a registered offender. Yeah, not a good look when your entire political identity is wrapped in family values and law and order. So what happened? Enter Brian Griffin, one of DeSantis' former spokespeople who worked closely with him during his 2022 re-election campaign. The guy was front and center, pushing DeSantis' message like a hype man at a MAGA rally. But recently, people discovered that Griffin had been flagged in connection with a past offense, and suddenly, DeSantis had to start answering some very uncomfortable questions. Was it a vetting failure? Did DeSantis know? Why was this guy helping lead communications while having a criminal background that directly contradicts the protection of children? Cue to the hypocrisy alarms. Now, let's take a detour. Who is Ron DeSantis and how did he get there? Ronald Dion DeSantis. Yes, his middle name's Dion. Do with that what you will. Grew up in Florida, went to Yale for undergrad, then Harvard Law School because apparently even future culture warriors need Ivy League clout. He served as a JAG officer in the Navy and was deployed to Iraq. Basically, the man came into politics with the "I'm a tough veteran with credentials" starter pack. He got elected to Congress in 2012, built a reputation as a hard-right Tea Party conservative, and eventually rode the Trump train all the way into the Florida's governor's mansion. His rise to fame? Straight up meme-worthy. He went viral in campaign ads where he was reading The Art of the Deal to his toddler, like literally indoctrinating his kid with Trumpism on camera. He embraced the crazy and it paid off. Trump backed him, Fox News loved him, and boom, he became the governor of Florida. But here's the twist. Once he got into office, he slowly started distancing himself from Trump and branding himself as Trump 2.0, but more polished and less indicted. So why is he loved and hated? Loved by conservatives because he fights the cultural war like it's a UFC title match. He's taken hits at Disney, banned DEI programs, and passed a controversial Don't Say bill. To the right, he's a hero. To the left, he's basically the final boss of modern conservatism. Hated because he comes off cold, robotic, and completely uninterested in listening to criticism. Plus, the scandals just keep stacking, from migrant transport schemes to book bans to now being linked to a registered offender on his former staff.